What's up, fam, and welcome to this episode of Rex's Photo Booth Reviews and Tutorials. I am so stoked today because I have someone in the studio with me, and sitting next to me is...
Mark Hennings.
And give us your 30-second elevator pitch. Who are you?
All right, well, I'm one of the founders of Simple Booth. So if you haven't heard of it, it's a photo booth app, a platform. We have hardware. I've been doing that since 2012. And yeah, that's my gig.
So before we get into it, you guys know what to do. I need you guys to go down below, like, comment, and subscribe. So welcome back, everybody. I am in the studio with Mark. He is one of the founders of Simple Booth. It's an app as well as hardware, and they started in 2012. But I am wondering, how did you get started? What was the inspiration for Simple Booth?
All right. So...
And give it to us with the timeline. Give it to us with the timeline. Like, were you thinking back in 2008 you're going to do this, and right out of college? What, were you in your mom's basement?
Yeah.
Take it away.
Graduated high school in 2007.
Okay. Where?
Lincoln Northeast High School.
What state is that?
It's in Nebraska.
It's in Nebraska. Yes. Wow. Okay. I liked it.
I did not grow up in a cornfield, although I had some jobs that were agricultural.
Really?
Yeah, I did tasseled corn growing up in the summers, and it's like pulling the top.
Is that a very common job for a lot of people in Nebraska?
You see it advertised in the schools.
Uh-huh.
So, not everybody there has done it for sure. I mean, I'm a city boy, really, at heart. I grew up in the city, but I did do that in the summer, so that's my connection to the
I've met you. It was very hot summers, very hard work.
Oh man, hot and full of pollen in the air and just humid. So
1 year? You do it one summer? Multiple summers?
5 summers. Yeah.
5 summers. All right, you're seasoned veteran. I like it.
Glutton for punishment. But I probably took it too far back there.
So. No, I love that. Cornhusker, right? That's the real deal, guys. Cornhusker.
I moved from Lincoln to Omaha, which Omaha's a bigger city. It's like 800,000 people. I went to college there for business. I was between either software engineering or business. Because I had always
And what was it? University of Nebraska?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's different. They have it in different cities, so it's the Omaha University.
Omaha branch. Okay.
But I chose business. I had always played with computers, and I made websites growing up, starting in middle school.
HTML.
Yeah, self-taught. Exactly. Helpful turtles make lasagna.
Yeah, I like it.
And then. So when going to school for business, I wanted to actually have a business. I'm just a very hands-on person.
Okay.
And I had done a summer camp internship doing videos at the summer camp. I was like editing, filming all day. I was like the guy burning DVDs, right, for the kids to take home.
What's that? What is
being a videographer.
What is a DVD?
A DVD? Oh man, they're shiny. These shiny circles you used to have. It's crazy.
It's not even in my computer. I can't even play what you burn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Putting the labels on top,
you're the label maker for the DVDs. I like that.
Yeah, it was a whole process, and I got paid nothing for it, but it was fun. So that kind of took me into I could make some videos for people. Like, what do people pay for?
Right.
What do people pay people to do videos for? Because otherwise, I'm going to be making like $10 an hour or less. I don't know what I made, $7.50 an hour at Target, working retail. So I said, I looked into different options. I saw there were videographers for funerals. I was like, I don't think that's
I don't want to do that.
I don't think that's my thing.
Okay.
I saw weddings. I'm like, that could be interesting. So I started a wedding video company.
So you started as a videographer.
I did.
I love that.
Yes. Hard work.
Yeah. Lots of hours, a lot of editing.
Absolutely.
What year was this, by the way?
Okay, so 2009, I was definitely filming weddings for people.
Okay. And this was during college or after college?
Yeah, I'm like going to class, I'm shooting weddings, I'm editing them in my apartment, you know, staying off campus and having a good time, really. It was awesome. It was exciting. It was like, wow, I can make, you know, money on my own
and
doing
back
this.
then we were digital, or we were still doing like 8mm? What was it?
Mini DV tapes.
Mini DV tapes. What's that?
Mini,
no, I'm just kidding.
They were like this big. It's cool.
So we were still doing tape in 2007.
Yeah,
wow.
I had to plug in the, you know, camera by FireWire, hit play, and then transfer it to digital.
Okay, this was 2007, so you had a...
2009.
2009, you had a videography business, so
Yeah.
you have hundreds of weddings under your belt.
Oh yeah, I don't know the exact count. It's probably under 100 because it wasn't too long before I started bringing people on. And I was always still filming weddings, but I had a whole operation going. I started doing, you know, commercials, YouTube videos. This was when YouTube was really taking off, so a lot of small businesses wanted, you know, marketing videos on YouTube.
Okay, so let me ask though, were you a Premiere guy or were you an Apple guy?
I was always
Final
on
Cut.
Premiere.
You were always Premiere guy.
Yeah, now I'm an Apple guy. Once I started doing app development, which will come quickly here, but then I switched to Mac. But for video editing, I was always
Premiere.
Yeah, Premiere.
Okay.
Even on Mac now, when I do edit videos, which I do sometimes, I'll still use Premiere.
You still use
Mac,
Premiere. Okay. So this is 2009 on Mini DV. It was still digital format, but yet it was a tape. It was kind of analog.
You had to record it on the tapes.
And then you did your weddings and you hired people on. So that was your first, I guess, company, right, with employees. What happened then? Transition from there.
Okay, so I have some friends in college, and they say, we want to set up a photo booth at this after party they're doing like an entrepreneurship conference, and they want a photo booth. And I don't think I'd ever used a photo booth before, but they're
This
like...
2009?
This happened in probably 2011.
Yeah, back
2010
then we had big giant boxes and yeah.
Well, they're like, you're good with cameras, so this is something you could do. And I'm like, oh, interesting. You know, I'm just excited to try new things, start new revenue streams for my business. So I say, yeah, sure. So I bought this white pop-up backdrop, and I decided I would try to sync photos to an iPad. So an iPad 2 was like the latest and greatest.
It wasn't even Lightning port back then. I think it was the wide connector.
Probably.
Holy cow.
So anyway, I kind of rigged this thing up, which wasn't a normal, typical photo booth, but I used an iFi card. I don't know if you remember these things.
the orange iFi card.
Yeah, they could let you transfer over Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So I had the photos going to this iPad kiosk, and it was some app. I don't remember if I used Dropbox or like PhotoStream or something to like sync the photos, and then they appeared in the app and people could share. Now this is the genesis of everything right here. This is the key moment.
This is 2011 still.
Let's say 11, it might be 10, it's somewhere
10
in there.
right in there, okay.
They could share to Facebook, but they had to I had to log them out after each time, I think it was in the iPad settings or something, because there was single sign-on. So they loved it. They flipped out for this instant preview and this Facebook sharing, even though they had to type in their password, and then I had to log them out each time because otherwise they'd be on the other person's account, you know?
Okay.
And I was like, there's something here, but we need an app that does this simple thing that automatically logs them out of Facebook. It needs to show the photos and then log them out when they're done.
Oh, good luck. They were going to open up their source to you so you can write a script. Close out Facebook.
I did.
You hacked Facebook back in 2010. I'm loving this.
Yeah. So my first app, I decided, all right, I'm technical. I went to the Apple Store. I bought a Mac Mini, and I set it up at my kitchen table. And I got married in 2010, so I'm still going to college. I'm married. I'm running a business. I'm busy, but every night I'm just sitting at my kitchen table Googling app development stuff, and I'm writing the first version of Live Booth, which was my first app.
Oh, so Live Booth was your first venture. And
Yeah,
where's Live
my
Booth
first
today?
app.
So
Live
did you sell
Booth-
it? What did you do? Did you shelve it?
We shelved it. Yeah, we discontinued it. So Live Booth didn't take the pictures. It was like a social sharing kiosk. It was one of the first.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which actually, fun little fact, that's how I first met Brandon Wong from Photo Booth Supply Co. Is he reached out and they, for a brief period of time, recommended Live Booth to customers.
Wow,
As a social sharing
That
kiosk.
was in their legacy day.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's when the world opened up for me to like, oh, there's like there's an industry, you know, like what am I doing?
He's the one that opened Pandora's box for you.
I mean,
A little bit.
He opened my eyes to like, oh, there's other companies in this space. Because honestly, I just put it up on the App Store, and it was so funny. I was charging $99 for a download of Live Booth, and that was a lot, right, for an app.
Yeah.
People are like, apps are 99 cents, but
You're at $99. What are you thinking, Mark?
I'm like, it's for businesses. Like, this is a business tool. But so they'd buy it and then they'd own the app. I got a download my first night, and the only reason I knew was because he emailed me. And I believe his name was Mike from like 1,000 Words Photo Booth, or I'm probably gonna butcher that. Anyway, Mike Abella, my first customer. He emailed me to like ask me some questions, and I was like, somebody downloaded it on the first night. I just put this up. I'm gonna be rich, you know. And then nobody else bought it for like another month. It was like I'm checking the App Store every morning to see if somebody would use this. But eventually it caught on. I joined a Facebook group, and you know, people were really interested once they realized what it was. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
So the quick synopsis of Live Booth. Give me the 15-second. What is Live Booth and who was it for?
Live Booth, it had different ways to sync the photos to the iPad. We had Dropbox, Photo Stream, which is like camera roll, and it would display them on the screen, so you could flip through them. You could choose your images and share them to social media. So it was a social sharing kiosk app to add to those boxes, because that's what people were using, were boxes.
Wow, that is
Box
so
photo
cool.
booths, right?
Okay, so that was 2010, 2011. Mike was your first customer. And then what happened from there?
Okay, so
did Live Booth just keep expanding, or did it pivot? Tell me. This is interesting.
yeah, well, there's a reason most apps are subscription based now. I mean, I think that we got our customer base and they all paid $99 and it was cool. I tried to add a subscription onto Live Booth after, you know, it was like a premium subscription, but we got some subscribers up to maybe like $1,000 a month in MRR. But it just, I was on a run. I was like, why don't, you know, the iPad has a camera. Why do we have to deal with all this complexity? Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, what should we call it? Like Live Booth. I'm like, this would be simple, a simple booth. So I had this, I'm like, we just need to use the camera on the iPad, and then you don't have to sync it. You don't need the Wi-Fi card, the extra camera. I'm like, oh, this could all be so streamlined. And so, you know, I was really passionate about this idea, and that's what took off. I mean, Live Booth got me in the door, I guess, to the industry, and then Simple Booth was really like, there weren't many people doing this at the time. There was like,
yeah, I think you're one of the first. I researched it. I consider myself, you know, because I lived through it, a photo booth historian. And besides for Anthony, there was a guy named Anthony. I think he became a realtor, but he had a very successful, at the time, photo booth.
Was it iSit?
iSit, yeah.
Yeah.
It was iSit, and then he later went on to go to the subscription model, but he did sell some lifetime licenses to iPix. Remember that?
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so shout out to iSit. I personally had the app, but those were, you know, Simple Booth. And iSit was kind of like the genesis of the whole iPad photo booth revolution. So thank you for that. That's amazing. I'm getting goosebumps. For real.
It was fun to be. It was fun to be a part of.
To be on the cusp of the whole photo booth industry, because I feel like it kind of left and went to Windows because we wanted to integrate the DSLR for resolution. That 1 megapixel just didn't cut it, and then now it's back.
Yeah, right.
Now it's like full circle moment, and I know that you went to Omaha, and you have a business degree, but how who taught you how to write an app, and what language? Python? What were you writing in? I mean, you literally just was like, the other Mark, Z, and you just, no formal training, just decide to write code one day?
Yeah, a lot of Google searches, a lot of time on Stack Overflow.
I mean, isn't it like hypertext markup link? Is that what it is?
Yeah, hypertext markup language would be for website design. This was Objective-C, so you're developing in this application called Xcode from Apple.
Yeah, Xcode is the Apple's language.
And since then, it's all changed. It's like, now it's called Swift. It's much,
Is it similar to Xcode or no? You had to.
It's still in Xcode, but I mean, it's a different language. They've changed the language over. Now, of course, I have developers who are much better, more specialized at all this stuff. My
But
first
this is
version
back in 2010, Live Hub, right?
Live Booth. It was a little rough around the edges, but I did have a designer, my good friend and coworker Alex Kurtz. He joined me when we were doing video production, so he's worked with me for almost 15 years. Yeah, I mean, my longest time employee. He is a designer, so we've had design as part of our app and our brand since the beginning, and that's really, I think, shaped kind of a lot of our approach to product development. It has to look. Alex Kurtz.
Alex Kurtz.
Shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to Alex Kurtz. If you're watching, hopefully you do. And he helped write a lot of.
Well, he'd do the user interface.
Okay. The UX.
I learned how to code.
UI.
He learned how to design apps because he was a designer, but he had done more like print, more video production type projects with me, motion graphics. So we were both learning at the same time, and it was really cool because my app would have looked like garbage, frankly, if he hadn't been on board.
That's the thing, in app development, there's the user interface.
Yeah.
And then there's the code and the engine that drives it. Sometimes I've come across a lot of apps that are phenomenal in what they do, but the interface just doesn't make sense. And so you learn very quickly to marry those two early on. Yeah. Because to the user, if they can't look at it and know how to use it, then it's absolutely.
We're very passionate about that.
The UI experience. Okay, and this whole time, I mean, were you reading Xcode books or Swift books, or did you just start hiring writers? Because you literally have a business degree, and there's so many people out there that want their own app. And so I had to ask, you're here, you're in the flesh, you have a very successful app. How did you do it?
Google searches, man. Google searches.
There was no ChatGPT back then.
There was not. Now is like the best time ever to learn programming. This is a little side digression, but people out there are saying don't learn code because it's going to be irrelevant. That is a lie.
Yeah.
Like, learning programming is learning how to think. It's like learning another language, but you're learning logic. And it doesn't matter too much what language you pick. I mean, anything you can write an app in. There's so many now. But,
I know, but are they interchangeable? Because I know there was C, then there's C++, and then I had a little foray with JavaScript, but then they don't even really use that anymore.
Oh, JavaScript is huge, actually. But I write JavaScript. I write like 10 different languages.
Yeah, so
I'm a total software nerd.
Are the languages interchangeable in any way, or they're just completely different?
You learn one, a lot of what you learn will carry over to another one. You just have to learn
to adapt. Are you copying a lot
of nuance?
Are you copying a lot of scripts, or you have a whole book that you can copy and paste from? I wanted to unbutton up, unbutton down.
No, it's all free form, and
Wow.
ChatGPT augmented, of course. If you're not using AI, you're working too hard. Software developers try to be as lazy as they can because there's always so much work to do. So if there's something you can sometimes reuse code, but you just learn the common scenarios that you need to handle and do. And
very cool.
It's been a great journey. I've loved learning. The thing about creating a photo booth app, honestly, I would never recommend it to anyone because you have to build the app. All right. Mm-hmm. First of all, the app. It has to be rock solid, reliable.
Right.
You have to build the settings, but you have to build the settings again on the web. And then you have to build like all these other things. You have to handle printing. Maybe you have a separate app for your gallery where people share the photos, a separate app for the slideshow. It's just like all these moving pieces. And then you have all the different, like what I see in the industry is a proliferation of formats, which I think is exciting. It's like an exciting time to be in the industry.
What do you mean by proliferation of formats?
So first it was boomerang. It's like, oh, we don't want, well, actually first it was GIFs, right? Yeah. I think that's one of the things that kind of made Simple Booth fun at first.
Yes, you had the GIF. Yeah.
You can do a moving picture.
Yes.
But then there were boomerangs, and then this is probably out of order, But then there were 360 photo booths, and we have the robotic arms.
Yeah, the Glambot. Yeah.
For a while there were like slow motion photo booths for a minute.
Yeah.
That was almost a thing. And now there's AI, and there's like so many formats. So you just need so many features to build an app in this space.
So your app is no good if it doesn't do GIF. Just photos is not enough. Strips is not enough. 360 is not enough. Video testimonial is not enough. Slow motion is not enough. And AI and invisible green screen was what we did early on, right? And to do the remove or the fallout, to do. I guess it would be like greenless green screen. So that was the evolution. So that's the proliferation you're talking about. And so you can't just build an app and then say I'm done, because guess what?
Never stops.
It's never done.
And the effect of that is on the UI. It's a huge UI challenge for any major app in the space to keep all of this simple.
Yeah.
We try really hard whenever we build a feature to make it as compatible with the other features as possible, because it's easy to add a feature and just say like we have that feature, but it doesn't work with anything else, But as soon as you have like filters and effects, you want them all to work together.
Yeah,
and that's
we want the glam, and then we want the bokeh. And it has to work with the 1 megapixel camera. No. So at some point you have to stop and say, hey, the minimum requirement is.
Right. And that's one of the core ways we try to keep it simple is like if you turn something on, maybe your event starts soon and you have to turn something on. It's like, oh, now these other 10 features, you get like 50 warnings and
it wasn't working.
And you're like, yo, you can't use this with that. So, whenever we release a feature, it's
all right. So tell us how did Simple Booth finally come about? And you did that for the event that the first inquiry was you were doing videography for weddings. They're like, well, can you do this photo booth? And this is 2009 where they were these big giant boxes like the arcade things.
It was a different era.
It was a different era, and that was the inquiry that set it off. And and when did it evolve to what it is today? How did that happen from 2009 2010?
So I made a video. DIY photo booth, set up a photo booth in minutes.
Yeah. And
that video started to do really well.
And it was posted on YouTube.
Yes.
Right? And it's still there today.
Yes, it is. It is. It was posted originally on the Live Booth channel.
Okay.
So I couldn't ever transfer it over to the Simple Booth channel.
Because you would lose all your views.
I would lose my views. Yeah, and now it has...
1 million plus. It is amazing. He has a video under Live Booth.
Well, we renamed it because... I renamed it actually last year to Photo Booth Apps channel.
Oh, Photo Booth Apps channel.
Because Live Booth wasn't a thing anymore.
Yeah. So you guys need to go check that out. Go to YouTube and you can find it under Photo Booth Apps. And you can see like how Simple Booth has aged him, because he looked like a kid in that video. Oh my God.
I was a kid.
That was amazing. And he would put on like 50 different props. People would hand it to him. I thought the video was very well done, because to have any video that has 1 million views is a feat in itself for a YouTuber, right? I'm a YouTuber, and I'm thinking like, how do I get 1 million views? If I can only get 1 million views. So tell us, so you made that video and you were getting hundreds of thousands of views, and then what happened?
Yeah, so people were finding the app. The first version of the app was called, I had an iPhone app. That one didn't really ever generate revenue. But,
so you had another app?
We had an iPhone one for a long time. It was just
What was it called?
It was just called Simple Booth.
Okay, Simple Booth for iPhone.
Yeah.
All right.
And so people would take fun pics on it, but it wasn't for events. So we had the iPad one that was Simple Booth Event Edition, which now today has been renamed Simple Booth Classic. We still have that app. It's a one-time purchase. People still dig it.
How much is that?
$99.
Yeah, still
$99.
stuck on that 99 number.
Yeah.
Not 99 cents, $99. Yeah. But Simple Booth Classic, if you want to do a photo booth for your wedding or kid's birthday, it is a fantastic app.
Thanks, Rex.
Absolutely. You can find that on the Apple App Store. All right.
Yeah.
So continue.
So Event Edition took off, I'd say. And then from there we launched Simple Booth Pro Edition, and it was like $300 a one-time purchase. And so people who were running a photo booth business could get the Pro Edition app and have more of the premium features they needed for their business.
But wait, you're skipping. That's what it is today, but I'm talking between 2009 and 2019.
That's 2012, 13 is Event Edition.
So
and
when
Pro
did you
Edition.
officially launch Simple Booth?
Yeah, 2012.
So it was on the Apple Store 2012.
Maybe 13.
Okay.
It
so
might
long
have
you
been
can't remember.
like the beginning of 13. It was right in there.
More than 10-year anniversary for sure.
Yeah.
So you were on the Apple Store 2013, and lots of people, you can see, they never tell you who it is, but you can see how many purchases you got.
Can we see how many?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've tallied up the sales of the apps, and it's like over 30,000 customers.
Wow. And was that exhilarating? I mean, that's like your baby.
Oh yeah.
What was that like?
It was all so exciting. I mean,
Was it the video that really made it take off? Is that what it was? The video, and then people were linking back from the video back to the apps?
It gets more exciting.
Okay.
I mean, it just ramps up really until COVID
Keep going.
reset everything.
Yeah. So tell us about that story. I'm curious how it took off.
Okay, so Pro Edition, I'm still doing one-time purchases.
Yeah.
And somebody buys an app and they expect support forever for a one-time purchase.
Isn't that what lifetime is?
I mean, we never use the term lifetime, but it's like, here's the price on the App Store to get the app. But people assume that,
Yeah.
So, but that's just not sustainable for software, because hiring developers is expensive, maintaining servers, offering support.
So at what point did you start hiring more people and step away from the programming and more of the CEO role and just running the company, right? Running the company is a feat in itself. Not to mention being the head writer or programmer, coder.
Well, in 2014, I got an email from a guy, Jeremy Cox. Jeremy, he's my co-founder now. Wow. Yeah, Jeremy.
Wow.
He was messaging me. He had some ideas. He had
was he a photo booth? Was he a photographer?
Yes, he had started a photo booth business, and he had a client, The Chive, actually, and he
was... The Chive, is that him?
Well,
like The Chive?
It was a client of his.
Oh, it was a client of his, okay. All right.
He wanted to do some extra cool stuff for them. So we were talking about how to make it happen. I was actually, helping him troubleshoot printing too on the phone.
Right.
Anyway, we met up when he was in Denver for an event, and I got to see he had created a cool ring light and put Simple Booth in it. And I was exploring at this time how to make it really simple to use. Yes, the iPad has the camera, but you need hardware. You need I wanted to be able to sell an all-in-one solution, like a kit to people where they just get everything they need. And what he had created was really cool, and he had some really exciting ideas for he's the one that kind of pushed us to release the first version of the gallery and text messaging photos.
So he pushed you to do it.
Yeah, he actually had me make a SmugMug integration.
SmugMug integration, go ahead.
Yeah, I had a SmugMug integration. That was our first gallery prototype.
So you didn't have your own gallery at the time. You guys were using SmugMug.
Yeah, and it was kind of like just a beta thing for him to try it out.
How'd it go for you?
I mean, people loved it, man. They got their photo. They got a link to SmugMug texted to them, but there were challenges with internet. Yeah, we learned real fast that you have to have rock solid upload queue. Internet is not always going to be there.
Yeah, right.
And that's another area that, like, feature compatibility. Is it compatibility with the upload queue, or does this feature have to connect to the internet? Because I know you cannot trust Wi-Fi at events.
Right. It's still true till this day.
It has not changed. True. It could be anything. It could be like the connection. It could be some firewall. Yeah. Like, you need a backup.
Would you agree that the two toughest challenges are printing and Wi-Fi?
Those are the two constant challenges.
Yeah. It's not just you. I'm telling you, it's almost every other app out there. Yeah. So those are out of your control. You can't control the Wi-Fi. You don't know where they're going to be. And, wireless printing is not always reliable. Yeah. That's the truth.
You got to wire as much as you can.
Yeah, I totally agree. So Jeremy Cox, right? Yeah. This 2014.
So we hit it off.
Yeah.
And we kept talking after he showed me what he had been doing.
And this is, you're doing your own tech support? Is that why you're on the phone with him so much?
And then my wife, Stacy, she did tech support for, in 2015 and for a couple of years there too. So it was kind of a family business for a minute.
Wow.
But we put together a package, and we kind of just had a agreement, like a contract, and we sold the Halo, was what we named it, with the software, and it worked. 2015, we did like $900,000 of sales just on this contractual relationship. 2016, we made it official, and we became co-founders and joined together.
Wow. So he was really the hardware end of it. Is that
he brought in the hardware, and he handled that almost exclusively at the time.
Running a company is hard enough, not to mention doing the coding, but then now you want to add hardware and manufacturing? Right? What are you thinking?
I mean, I already mentioned all the things you have to do for a photo booth,
right?
So it's you need a help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that made sense. So Jeremy Cox, 2014, 2015, made it official 2015, became co-founders of what Simple Booth is today. And then and it just kept growing from 2000, because the iPads kept getting better. In 2015, when we came with the A1 chip, right? We're in the M now. Back then, I think it was the A1 Bionic chip, and it kept getting better. And so did you see more interest because the photos became sharper, or it's just the proliferation, the GIFs and the printing?
It's a combination of factors.
Yeah.
We already had that kind of consumer segment that was using our app because it was simple enough, right, for a consumer to use.
Yeah.
They were setting it up for parties and events, and then we targeted our Halo product and the software, like the subscription-based software. So that's the other thing. In 2016, we came out with a subscription service called Simple Booth Enterprise, or something like that. That took off within the 3 months. It was at $30,000 a month of revenue, and then the Halos we were selling for $3,000 to $5,000 each, because it was the only thing on the market at the time. So we had like a nightclub, I think, that bought 2 of them for $7,000. I was like, holy smokes.
But you needed it. It wasn't. Back then, it wasn't as easy to get it, because from 2012 to 2015 was the transition from the arcade style booth to the open air photo booth. But even the open air, they were in large boxes with a DSLR and a computer, and then like it was all air in the box.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people couldn't get that into their vehicles.
At the time, I remember being on Facebook and I saw some builds. And I think people were nervous about having something smaller, that like people wouldn't want to pay for something small. And they would like have this shell that was this big, and then you open up the back cabinet and there's just an iPad in it. I'm like, y'all are missing the point.
Yes.
Like make it small, make it sleek, elegant, like
make it simple. Right? And how were you advertising this whole time? I mean, were people just going onto the App Store and go, okay, simple booth, or was it, you know, the funnel from the million views, or back then maybe it was 500,000, you know, views from the live booth video, but it wasn't simple booth. It was always live booth and then iPad booth apps. But how did people make that relationship, and how were you advertising? Yeah. Because I don't think SEO, Google SEO was a thing back then.
it was, but I mean, not in our industry.
Okay.
I think I didn't hire a marketer until 2017. We grew through organic traffic. Sure, there was the YouTube, and we made more videos too, but we just dominated certain keywords like iPad photo booth, DIY photo booth. We were the people that showed up, and there was a surge in interest around that. And also, the nature of the product is people see it at events. Like we have the best chance of making a sale when somebody has seen it in person at an event, because they're like, I love this. I need this.
I want that. Where'd you get it?
Yeah. So it's kind of, there was some like network effect or viral element to it at the time, especially when the ring light look was new.
Yeah.
Now that's been copied like 1,000 times, but at the time it was very new and novel. So
that was very cool.
Yeah.
So keep going. This is getting good.
It's getting good. So I mean, we were in the like low millions of revenue very quickly, and we made the Inc. 500 in 2018 for our growth track record there.
Yeah. Do you still have that magazine somewhere?
Yeah, I got like 3 copies of it.
Got 3 copies. Collector's item, guys. Collectors. Inc. magazine. And you were the feature in it, or were you on the cover?
We had an article about us. It was a couple pages long, I think, and then we were in the Inc. number 418, I believe, for like fastest growing company in the US.
Yeah, under 30, right? Remember? 30 and under. Fastest.
Was I under 30? I think I was over 30.
You're over 30 already?
Maybe I just turned 30.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that was an exciting time, of course. But I was also learning so much, learning to be a good software developer, a good leader of, you know, our team, and
how many people did you get to at your peak? How many people are working under your?
The other thing my co-founder Jeremy had was a rental company. So we were operating it in Dallas, Houston, and Austin, and doing a lot of events. So like close to $1 million a year in events.
Wow.
So we brought that into the business, and we had 30 full-time people, and then probably like, I don't know, 30 more contractors or.
But how about internally in terms of programming?
Altogether. So 30, the full-time people would have been mostly
like that's a lot of
sales and marketing and engineers.
Okay, a lot. Okay, very cool.
Yeah, but we're a smaller team now, actually, and I've never felt so good about our team. Like, we have amazing engineering talent right now. Like
in-house or international, where you just have Zoom meetings with these guys?
Both, yeah.
Sometimes to attract top talent, you have to go scouring over the world. You know,
there's
interesting.
Some very good engineers, overseas and in
India,
the US. So we
Poland,
have a mix.
Russia. It's weird where you find these guys.
For sure.
So,
but yeah, so COVID. Like, first of all, there were some bumps because I think we projected like, oh, we're going to keep growing at this trajectory, and then it's like you project last year's growth, right? And it's like, nope, it flattened out.
And what year was this?
2018.
2018, so it started to wane. Okay.
We had overhired a little bit when we had to cut back, and that was hard, but like a normal learning experience, I think.
Did you just see fewer events in the Texas area, or did you maybe an influx of competition?
We just forecasted wrong, because we grew like 130%, and then we grew and we projected like, oh, we'll grow, let's be conservative and say 80%, and then it's more like 40%. And you're just like, wow,
where everybody go?
Wow, I can't project what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. So we had to cut back a little, probably nothing that anyone outside our company would notice, right? But then we started growing, kept growing steady all the way up till COVID, and we did the big photo booth. We decided like, hey, even though we started with consumers and went direct to businesses.
Right, to corporate, yeah.
Like the rental space is growing.
Yeah.
Like we want to be part of this. Let's engage people at the Photo Booth Expo.
Yeah.
Get to know them, get some FaceTime, like show them what we're all about.
And that was fantastic. And I know this. This was 2019, and I remember this. I've been to every Photo Booth Expo since it was put on. I think the first one was like 2015.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it goes back that far. But in 2019, I walked in and I saw a Tesla, I saw ping pong tables, I seen bathtub full of ping pong balls, and then we went to the after party. That was like the big thing back then. And there was these LED screens. I'm pretty sure it was LED screens flashing simple booth, and it had all the photos from people using the photo booth. It would play in the background. It was a big showing. It was huge. Yeah. So how'd that turn out for you?
Bought everybody alcohol too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wow. Yeah, it was, the bar was definitely flowing. I remember.
That was fun. Yeah, it was awesome. And the plan was to keep going.
Yeah.
Because before we got on camera, you were wondering like,
what happened? Yeah, 2019, you had like 100 by 100 booth, and then I think you guys were even featured on Channel 4 or something like that in Las Vegas. That was,
dude.
That you were on TV.
I was
like
up,
national TV.
I was staying on the Strip. I stayed up till like midnight.
You didn't stay at the host hotel? What's wrong with you?
I know. I did the last time I went, but
yeah, you learned your lesson.
I will in the future. But I stayed up till like midnight, and then I had to get up at like 4 a.m. for that interview.
How did you do? Do you have a copy of that on VHS?
Oh, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I held it together, man. I held it together.
Yeah, it's hard. A lot of people leave the club at 2 and say, what time is the news crew getting here? 4? Yeah. If we want to be on TV, we have to be up at 4, so we're going to go to bed tonight.
That's why I got that opportunity, because I just,
Did you actually sleep? You did.
I got 4 hours.
You got 4 hours sleep, and then
I'm a baby. I need more sleep.
And for the 2 minutes of airtime.
Yeah, that was fun though.
That must have been amazing to be on national television.
Yeah, it was great. It was cool.
You're like, Mom, Dad, I'm on TV.
We sat in the Tesla and took pictures and kind of walked around. It was a good experience. Yeah.
Yeah. That was your first time on TV?
Yeah, probably on broadcast television.
That was amazing.
I mean, I've done so much on YouTube, but yeah, I've never been on live TV except for that. So.
Okay, so now to the important question. So that was such an amazing showing in 2019 at Photo Booth Expo, Las Vegas. That's where the show is at. And then what happened? Where'd you guys go? I haven't seen you at a PBX since 2019.
I show up, actually. I just kind of walk around incognito mode, see what's happening. But to announce it, we are going to be back.
Oh, this special announcement on the channel. This is 2025. Give it to us.
We are not only going to be back at PBX Vegas in February of 2026.
Yeah.
We will be there, but we will also be at PBX Europe in Amsterdam at the end of September.
Yeah. September.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're gonna come back. And the plan is to stay back, and we're not gonna do. It was like an 80 by 20. Huge footprint, right? We're not going to be that big, but we'll definitely have a notable presence.
Are you going to fly the whole team, 30 of 30? No? Select few?
Well, I don't know. There will be probably up to 5 to 10 of us there, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people want to meet you. And
All right, I'd look forward to it. Come see us.
Yeah, so that here you guys heard it here in 2025, and towards the end of this year he will be in Amsterdam at PBX Europe, and then 2026, right? Your spot is secured, so look out. And so then the question is, what can we look forward to? What have you been working on lately that you released, and what are you, because your development time is, I believe, from inception to planning to coding to testing is usually right around a 6-month timeline. Some things are a little bit faster, but if you don't want it to break, you have to test it. What can we look forward to going on, and what have you been doing lately?
So lately we just had a big launch.
Yes.
We launched what we call background blur, which you can think of as portrait mode on your iPhone. We launched AirDrop sharing, so just another way for people to get photos.
When there's no internet, there's no Wi-Fi, you can still share it through AirDrop. That's awesome.
And the other perk is it's totally private. You don't have to enter your information.
Yes.
So that's important for a lot of clients, is like, if you have a big client and, there's a lot of great reasons to get that data, but sometimes, their compliance team, they don't want to loop them in. They're not going to allow it. So it's great for guest privacy.
Did you do it different, or is it AirDrop and then you look for whoever's open?
You look
the native
we look
way?
for whoever's open, but I believe we were able to block out some of the extra stuff that typically shows up on the AirDrop screen.
Yeah, I always see the DJ's laptop on there.
I don't know if we can stop the DJ from making his laptop show, but and then we had custom instructions to make it as intuitive as possible.
Nice. Okay, that's definitely different. So you have the blur backdrop, is that what we call it?
Background blur.
Background blur. Yeah. Okay.
Makes people stand out, look sharp. Works offline. Makes pictures look better.
And then the AirDrop sharing, huge, right? Because that helps you when you're in a place that doesn't have good Wi-Fi, and also for privacy. And then what else? Those are the two main ones.
The other one is a new dashboard experience, which includes the devices tab. And the devices page or tab has tons of information about your devices, all your iPads, right? And then from there you can also change what preset's running, and you can launch it. So if you see like the device is at an event, or maybe imagine you own 5 bars, and you have a special event, like somebody's buying out your space, and you need to change the preset. So you don't have to go on site to do it. You can start to make changes from your devices
remote
tab.
So what do you call it? The remote access, I guess.
That's a
I
good way
love
to
that
describe
control center. So I don't have to run and change the bar from, St. Patty's Day to Easter or something. So I can actually control from my laptop or from your PC, and then you can just control the artwork. So the very next session that they do is it will change. We call it like live sync.
Right. Yeah, we call it a preset. Other apps call it like an event or whatever your settings are. You can change all your settings.
Change all the settings, change all the artwork without ever leaving your desk.
And you can see exactly like what the battery is at, whether it's charging, how much space is on the iPad, like basically anything that could trip you up.
Okay. And then I'm gonna mention 2 features I think a lot of people would be looking for, and then I really like to know what you're working on, if you'll share with us or not. So first of all, I think printing has almost become a standard in the industry, and it was very difficult at first on an iPad because we didn't have USB ports. You'd always had to use a hub. So have you outside of the AirPrint servers, have you thought about doing a print server for Simple Booth? And the other one is now you see the proliferation. We want more resolution. Would you consider like DSLR integration for the? Just asking. I don't know. If you can't tell, that's okay. I see it like spinning. So if you want to tell us, you can. But you give us No one's listening. What you have planned going for the future?
DSLR is coming, man.
DSLR is coming.
It's in the works.
It's in the works. 6 months? Oh, Amsterdam.
I think you might see a Simple Booth app running DSLR at Amsterdam.
Okay.
If you come join us.
Beta. Is there a beta group somewhere?
Absolutely. For you, Rex. Absolutely. Right. Yeah, we're not at the beta stage, but
okay. But it's getting close.
This puppy.
You guys heard it here. DSLR integration with iPad. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. Like that, we got that request so many times early on, and
just didn't want to do it.
No.
You don't want to do it for the fans.
There were technical limitations.
Yeah.
And during the case, it was like you could maybe hack this together, but it was not the right way. That's why, like you said, people were using PCs, Surface Pros.
Right.
Okay, because then you could get the Canon SDK software development kit for PC, and you could build that integration.
As a developer, you could request the SDK though.
Oh, you can. Yeah. It doesn't work on iPad.
Oh, they never had SDK for iPad. I see.
But there was a change somewhere along the line with iPad OS. Apple silently came out with this. I'm giving away too much information. They came out with this solution, a framework you could use to build these integrations, and you could do it the right way. And it's important to do things the right way, because otherwise you ship a feature that's not reliable, or it's hard to maintain.
Or if you're hacking it third party, Apple never likes that. You gotta do it the right way.
Like the people that would try to hack the Instagram API to like share a certain way, I'm like, we will never do that, because I do not have confidence.
They will shut it down.
It will get shut down.
It will get shut down.
So we are doing it the right way. It's gonna be rock solid. It's gonna be for Canon. And the
Nikon, Sony.
We're going to start with Canon, and
we're
going to be prepared to add other families of products.
Guys, ready here? DSLR integration.
You did. I announced it. I spilled the beans. We have other really cool stuff that I think, like one of our mantras is simple yet powerful. So we're not just about keep it simple, strip out the features. It's like, let's keep it as simple as possible, but give people the right options to do what they need.
What's the future? Are you going to still continue with your DIY users? You still have your corporate users, but now you're going to start developing more for the rental operator market.
Yeah, we are giving rental people a lot of focus this year, and really building out some of the things that have probably been, honestly, holding them back from switching to Simple Booth. So if you haven't tried Simple Booth in a long time, try it sometime this fall for sure, or now, right? But especially this fall, we're gonna have some stuff that's really gonna blow you away. I mean, like best in class, best in the
360
industry.
Integration with video.
Hey, I already announced DSLR, man.
Okay, I'm just asking. You don't have to ask, right? Always try to get the inside scoop on this channel.
I hear you.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate that, and we look forward to that. So PBX in Europe, for those that are watching in Europe, he's coming your way. And then PBX in 2026 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Look out for that. DSLR integration, you heard it right here. So if it doesn't happen, yep. And print server. We want reliable printing, so we could hardwire. Is that on the table somewhere, or can't say?
Tell you what.
Yeah.
We've got something that will make printing simpler.
Reliable. That's key.
That will make your whole product setup simpler and easier. We're not developing our own print server at this point. Okay. I'll just say it. Okay. Because I feel like I actually don't believe every single app should develop their own print server. I just think it's a waste of time. Okay. And now, fortunately, there are viable solutions. I know everyone's got their opinion on what's the best or most reliable, but there are third-party print servers we can recommend.
Sure.
And those people are like, that's all they do. So, let's let them do a good job at that. And if we can make that easy and elegant to just hook into the iPad.
So what does Simple Booth recommend for printing right now?
I'd say the AirCast Pro 3.
You like it? Yeah, the AirCast Pro 3 is phenomenal.
It's a little pricey, right? But
If you want to print.
It's a business tool.
Yeah. So you guys heard it here. That's on the simple booth side. But you guys know a Rex's photo booth reviews and tutorials is not a tutorial without a bonus hack. And so we are going to do, 10 questions with Mark. So you guys heard all about simple booth.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, it's like a little rapid fire. And you guys know how it started and who the co-founders are, where he's going to be. You guys know what he's working on, what he's going to release. But tell us about you. When you're not working on Simple Booth, what are you doing? What are your hobbies?
I love getting outdoors. So I live in Denver, Colorado now.
Oh, you live in Colorado now?
Yeah, so
wow.
I got out of Nebraska fairly quickly.
Okay.
During that whole
And Simple
process.
Booth is headquartered where?
We used to have offices in Denver and Austin. So Austin would have been our main headquarters, and we had a big presence there. Now we're all remote.
No, remote.
After COVID, reset everything. We're all remote, and it's great.
So now you live in Denver.
Live in Denver.
Okay. So you like to ski?
I'm not into the winter sports yet.
Not into the winter sports.
I need to be.
No, you don't need to be. Tell us what you're doing in Denver.
So I love running, mountain biking, dirt biking, like enduro. I don't do jumps at the course. I do like trails.
Trails, yeah. You take the lift up and then cruise down.
Well, I don't even do lifts. I pedal up or I dirt bike up.
Okay. So you guys in Denver, you guys like to ride. Make sure you guys reach out so you guys could talk while you ride. So that's your number one.
Hiking. With stuff with the family. I've got a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Fantastic.
A boy and a girl.
So you're a father.
Yep.
You're a dad. Girl dad. Boy dad.
Yeah, I got the 2-year-old is a little girl,
Yeah.
and then a 5-year-old boy, and they keep me on my toes.
Okay.
Working from home, and they're a lot of fun. So my wife and our kids, we're on vacation right now.
Yeah.
Actually out here in LA.
Sunny, California.
Yeah.
And then rapid fire question. You ready? Is NFL or NBA?
Ooh, not a huge sports fan.
Not a huge sports
I'm going to
fan.
alienate myself here, but
Okay.
I'm a hands-on person. I like to do things. So if I could play sports, I'd go play them.
No, you like to hike, you like to bike. I like that. And Hulu or Netflix?
I don't know. I used to be a Netflix person.
Yeah. Favorite show?
But favorite show?
You can go old school. Sons of Anarchy. You want to go take it back? What do you know?
Absolute favorite's hard. I'm watching Severance right now.
Okay.
I'm pretty far in season 2. No spoilers, please.
Yeah.
I grew up like in college watching The Office. Still think it's mostly funny, but good comedy show.
Favorite genre of music?
I'm gonna have to say EDM.
All right.
But I love lots of music, so.
will
some
we
hip-hop,
will
some
we
alternative
ever
rock.
will we ever find you at the Electric Carnival?
Like an EDM concert?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a family man, so
you're done.
probably not going to many music festivals.
So no more shuffling for you. Let's see. And
I just plug in and write some code. I still code too.
so you like to do it as a hobby? You think
No,
you'll ever come up
it's
with
always
another
for
app?
work.
You ever come up with
man,
knowing what you already know? Would you ever think about doing another app?
I'm always coming up with app ideas, software ideas, business ideas. Can't stop. It's part of me.
So
I'm
do you
an
have
entrepreneur for life.
Yeah. So do you have another app?
I did a side venture like in AI the last
In AI. What is that?
in 2024 in AI.
Yeah.
Like large language models, like ChatGPT.
Oh wow.
Type of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I learned all about how to fine tune them.
So do you have a Gemini app somewhere that we can download?
No, not really. It didn't take off like Simple Booth. I mean, when you've got a winner, you gotta hold on to it.
Yeah, you do.
You gotta make it all you can make it, and
You
be
do.
all you can be.
Yeah.
For real.
And I'll end up with who and what are some of your inspirations? Were you a Steve Jobs guy or Bigger Pockets or?
That's an interesting one. I went through a phase where I'd listen to audiobooks while
You're right. I'm Audible guy too. Yeah.
podcasts.
Yeah.
And, listen to a lot of biographies and some autobiographies. And there's a lot of great autobiographies and people, I like to pull parts from each of them.
Give us a few.
Okay.
Just pick and choose.
Nike founder, the shoe dog.
Phil Knight?
Yeah, Phil Knight.
Yeah.
He's like just a good guy,
So you felt like you were the waffle maker guy. You were the guy who, hey, maybe we can just pour the mold into a waffle maker and make them into souls.
I mean, I love the scrappy nature of that story.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
And then
a little bit of Phil
of
Knight.
course, my hometown, Warren Buffett's.
Yeah.
One of my hometowns.
The Oracle of Omaha. Yeah.
He's interesting. I'm not sure I want to be like him necessarily.
Just inspiration. It's
Yeah.
okay. Did you like how Steve Jobs ran his company, or the way he brought Apple? That was his baby.
No, I think he was kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. He created some beautiful products, or his team did, and he. But I'm not a fan of his leadership style necessarily. I like his presentation style.
Yeah. Okay.
That's obviously creative.
How about some modern guys? How about Mark, the other Mark
Mark
Zuckerberg?
Z?
Yeah.
This is not. I don't want to say anything bad about him, but he's
He
it's
has
impressive that
he
has
an
held
app
on.
too. He has an app too.
I've heard of it. Yeah. Yeah. What is it? Hot or not? No, but he held on. Somehow he took his company through IPO, even though he was just this young guy, and he learned the ropes as he went. I think he probably made a lot of mistakes along the way.
Sure.
And you got to look at anybody you look up to. Like, it's almost more interesting to see where their mistakes were, I think, and learn from those than it is to look up to them as, oh, you're so impressive because you did this thing. But these are just people.
Yeah.
Like, the older I get, I'm like, these are just people.
Yeah.
And
they're like anybody else. And if a VC firm came to you and said, "Man, we love Simple Booth," would you ever let it go?
Someday I'll let it go. Okay. Yeah, but right now I'm having a great time.
Okay.
I see tons of opportunity in the space. It's a very exciting time to be in the photo booth business because, like we were talking about earlier, all these different formats create, people. It's hard for one company to serve all of them, so it allows companies to specialize and kind of develop a niche and be really good at one thing or a new thing that's coming out, and the trends are changing, quickly. So if you can stay on top of that, I think it's like photo booths are timeless. Really.
That's my next rapid fire question. Is in 2009 and 2010, a lot of planners, a lot of Bride magazine was saying, "Oh, photo booths are just a fad. They're never gonna last." And here we are in 2025. What do you have to say about those thoughts back then?
Photo booths in that form is probably true, but they're shape shifting.
It's proliferation.
It's like what it comes down to is the core photo experience with your friends, like commemorating a moment, whether that's on your phone, on the wall, like somebody, there's roamers now, people walking around with the photo booth. Like people are never going to get sick of taking photos. And
yes,
I look at
I agree. The photo part is timeless.
If anything, it's becoming more ingrained as not only to commemorate the moment, but a form of entertainment.
Yes.
It's something to do.
Yes.
And I see my kids, because my wife and I are, we take a fair amount of pictures, and they ask for pictures. I'm like, this isn't going away in the next generation. Like, the next generation is going to love photos.
What are you going to see
more
in the future?
What are we going to see?
Yeah, what do you see in the future? So, we had the glam bots and we had the roamers, right? That was offshoot of the photo booth, but it's kind of a merger between photographer and photo booth. So he's the roamer, right? But with the instant feedback, instead of, "Oh my God, that photo's so cute. How do I get a copy of it?" "Oh, I'll give it to the bride," and then you never see it again. What do you see? And then you have the glam bot, you have the 360, you have the AI. What do you see?
I don't know. Some of this it continues to surprise me. I think I've learned that the next photo fad is going to probably just catch me off guard.
Okay.
But we're doubling down on what is true, timeless, and core to our brand. So we're very excited about, like, one thing that iPads have always been missing is really good image quality. So enter DSLR, but also, you know, background blur, glam, photo filters. Like, you turn all these on in our software and just use the iPad camera, your photo's gonna look really good.
Do you think the iPad camera will get so good to a point where DSLR is not even necessary?
I don't know if it will be the iPad's camera itself. I do believe it will keep getting better, and that software-driven image quality is more or less the future.
Okay.
Know?
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to need as big of an image sensor to get as good of a picture. Apple already does so much of this behind the scenes. Like,
right.
They squeeze every bit of performance and you know, skin tone enhancement, artifact removal, all these technical things out of that tiny little sensor. It's really incredible. But that is the future, is like, you know, take a picture, enhance it, people look amazing.
But speaking of hardware though, are we going to see a new booth in PBX Europe? Or is it still going to be the Halo?
No hardware, no new hardware in Europe. We'll focus.
Vegas?
Fingers crossed, brother.
Are we going to see something new? Because, you know, we've seen the Halo, right? And that ran its course 10 years, 2012 to 2022. You know,
I know
it has evolved. It has evolved, Jeremy. Jeremy, are you listening? It has evolved. You know. We had square, we had rectangles, we had mirrors, right? You know?
We are way overdue for a new hardware.
Okay.
And we have been working on things that are coming together. Some really awesome things, including patents. So
lock it up first. That's smart.
If you really want to go in a rabbit hole, you can try to find what our patent is, you know, in the patent office.
No, I'm just going to ask you.
But it's going to come together in a really cool way pretty soon.
Thank you. Thank you for the insight. I really appreciate it. I know you have to go and be back with your family. So I'm going to end it with, tell us about the company, where they can find you, and if they have any ideas, where can they leave you a message? I'm not asking you to leave your number. I know I will not give that out. Look on the bottom of the screen. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. No. So what is your website? How can somebody test your software, and how can somebody get a hold of you?
All right, simplebooth.com, of course. Search Simple Booth. Halo on the App Store will come up. Free trial. You can do a week of our intro plan for $9. So
nice.
Turn it on and off for events. Get the core plan for $16 a week.
Okay.
I'm active, relatively speaking, on LinkedIn. So if you message me, I will get you.
LinkedIn, guys.
Yeah.
Mark Hennings, N-N-I-N-G-S.
You can find me on there, and I just made my Instagram public again after like forever being private. And
what's the Instagram handle?
Oh man, Mark Hennings.
Yeah. Oh,
Simple Booth is on Instagram as Simple Booth.
Okay.
So yeah, come hang out with us on the interwebs.
That's fantastic. Mark, I want to thank you for your time, and until next time, everybody.